Greetings, Rachel Abba Mentor here, checking in. This is our weekly clarity check-in call, trusting that all is well. I wouldn't let this day conclude without hopping on here, just to be with you, even if for a few minutes. For all those parents out there, as always, this is the final leg. You've run a very good race. September, things started off. We made it through the winter. We made it through spring. And now we're in June. So congratulations to all of you. A few days left. And then the kiddos will be home for the entire summer, for the next 2 months. So for all those parents out there, especially the mamas, I see you, I honor you. It is well. Make beautiful memories. These are the good old days. We're going to look back on this time, especially those of you with school-age children. These are the good old days. So we get to breathe through them, cherish them, create the memories, cherish our actual beautiful babies because they're growing up fast. And just a deep appreciation for all you teachers out there, the staff, those who are showing up with intention, those of you who are putting your heart and soul into the work that you do, those of you showing up with integrity. I count myself as so fortunate because I have just been absolutely blessed with some amazing educators in the lives of my children. So a well-deserved summer break for all of you, minding your own children, because you have your own kids too, many of you, plus minding mine. And I know mine are well seasoned. So I thank you and I appreciate you. And for all of you out there, and every week I hop on here again, Rachel Abba Mentor. I guide and train high achieving women of faith. And I take you from a state of confusion to clarity in your walk, in your kingdom building. And so this whole thing of being all the things and doing all the things, where you get to wear all these different hats. And part of what I love so much about seeing people blossom and seeing people succeed in general, because this is something, it's really a lifestyle. And I so appreciate even passing conversations with people on the street. Like this even happened today where I'm, walking to the store to run a few errands and just met this lovely lady sitting under a tree, cooling off with her son, who I believe had special needs, and he was in a wheelchair. And she just had such a positive spirit. She was just so vibrant, and we had a really beautiful and intimate interaction. And we were just talking about, it started off with the weather, and then it went into, she was talking about her daughters and talking about how you just get to take care of yourself and live your best life and have a positive outlook and not let disinformation get you down and not let negative news and stories get you down, and focusing on what you do in your thoughts and in yourself. And she was just so aware and so in tune with herself. And she just had such a beautiful calm about her, such a beautiful energy. And I just loved that for her and loved that for the world. To be able to tap into that aspect of yourself and what is bigger than yourself is absolutely amazing, because you could tell that this was a woman of faith. This is a woman who was carrying a lot emotionally. She had a lot of responsibilities, and we're human, and having a child with special needs is no joke. Being a primary caregiver is no joke. And it takes a toll on your health. It takes a toll on your finances. It takes a toll across the board on your social life, your relationships, just everything. And you could see that she just pours into her family without betraying herself. Like, you could see that not only does she pour into herself, she also pours into others. And there was a deep, abiding joy that she exuded. And that was the gift in the world. She didn't have to even say a word, just her presence and her being so grounded and being so spirit-led and positive, in that openness and willingness to contribute was just such a gift. And I told her as much, and we had a lovely interaction. And then I went off, and on my way back, I saw her again, and she said, hey. And it was just lovely. And I thought to myself, what would it be like? What would the world be like should even most people have this approach and not worry about, oh, what makes us different? Rather, just drawn to each other as just, as living beings, as part of this ecosystem, and finding joy in that commonality, and just wanting to genuinely lift someone up so they can have an even better day. And so my invitation to you, and everyone has a story and everyone has the life that they're living and their challenges. Some of you might not know where your next breakthrough is coming from, whether it be financially, your health. You might have a lot of doubt and worry about a big decision or transition that's sitting on the horizon. You might be second guessing and holding a lot of stress and weight in silence. Even the people closest to you might not even know the things that keep you up at night. You might have some genuine concerns and worries that you might even have some shame around sharing because of what others might think or say. You don't want to let them down. You don't want to burden them. So you just keep holding the fort for yourself and others. And it can take a toll. It really can. And a way of being merciful with yourself. And this is something that I've learned over the years. Because sometimes, for me, I would get so used to carrying a weight and carrying a load that I forget that I'm carrying it. It becomes an odd sort of normal, where who would I be and what would I be doing with myself should I not be carrying a heavy load? There was even a time when things would be going smoothly I would kind of miss the load and look around as if with a sense of nervousness or panic as to what was wrong. And that's a trauma response. It's like, what's wrong? Everything's going well. What's wrong? There isn't something that I'm bearing down about. What's missing? You know? It's an odd thing. So for all you high achieving women out there, faith, your faith walk is so important. And it has been for me. So important. And that is what in the world actually translates as confidence, spiritual confidence, not the same as the outward confidence. And I bring that up because the word confidence has been on my mind a lot lately. And I have worked with women, both as clients and as colleagues, where they outwardly present this confidence, having it all together, 10 feet tall and bulletproof, presenting in front of large audiences, and they seem to have it all together. And then on the back end, behind the scenes, there's a deep sense of unworthiness. So how can one be confident, have this tremendous faith in the Word and in God, present as having it all together in front of people in the world, yet at the core, there's still doubt. There's still the sense of, I still get to carry all of this myself. Because even God might not fully know just how everything goes together. Like I get to micromanage this one because either, God is too busy, or I don't want to bother God with this stuff. This is human stuff. This is me holding it together. I get to pull it together. Confidence and faith, hand in hand. And when you don't even realize the load that you're carrying, and that the confidence that you present in the world is actually a performance, that you're performing what confidence looks like, yet you're not tapping into the sustainable version of it, which is your birthright. It's God-led. The kind where literally it's the evidence of things not yet seen, as opposed to the worldly confidence, which is, oh, you've done this thing enough times where you have a precedence set for it. So therefore, I feel confident because I'm practiced. That's the worldly confidence. Spiritual confidence is almost like the difference between like fossil fuels and solar power. One is sustainable with very little, if any, impact on the environment in a negative way. And it just goes on and on and on. And the other presents as if it's doing the same thing, yet on the back end, the impact is crippling. The waste, the pollution, the toxins, the impact on life, the soil, So it can be true that two things look the same. This confidence, the worldly one, and the spiritual confidence. One is sustainable, zero footprint, zero impact in a negative way. And it just keeps going and going and going. It's clean because it's God-led. The other is man-led. It's performative. It takes a lot of effort. And you can tell the difference by the fruit. The fruit of it, the impact it has long-term, even short-term, because you're grinding on your own energy and relying on yourself only. And everything is on your head. There's a level of decision fatigue and exhaustion that comes that is bone deep. You're just tired. You feel drained and stretched thin. You're presenting success in the world, yet you're drained because you're doing it all by yourself. You're relying on yourself. You're drawing from yourself. It's unsustainable. So you wonder why you seem to be accomplishing a lot, and then you end in these cycles of burnout, these cycles of crashing and burning, and then resurrecting like a phoenix, and then you pat yourself on the back that you resurrected like a phoenix. Is it required that you burn over and over and over again? Is that the promise? Food for thought. What would it be like to be plugged into a source that is sustainable and that you are not required to carry it alone, that you can make meaningful decisions with ease, and that you can rest and you don't feel the weight of the world on you, that you move through and you feel covered and carried and cared for. It gets to be easier. And you're not required to do this alone. So this check-in, to remind you and to encourage you, check in with yourself. How are you? How are you being? And more importantly, who are you being? To yourself, are you being kind? To those around you, are you connecting? Are you present? Are you moving through your day-to-day with positive intention? Are you noticing and appreciating the life that you have, whether or not things are working out exactly how you would plan them? Yet here you are. So congratulations on that. Celebrate your wins. It's important. You're important. And so to remember that you're worthy in all things, at all times. You've got no debt to pay. As a child of the Most High God, you have no debt to pay. The debt has been paid for you, and you get to take on the identity of a living God who paid the price, and walk in your divine authority and enjoy the gift of peace and fruitfulness, and walk in that authority, knowing what comes with that package. You get to have that confidence that removes fear, because fear is not of the Lord. You identify it, It's there. Fear's not going anywhere yet. You don't take it on and buy into it. You move with power, boldly, because you know who you are. So before I jump off, I do have the next event coming up is Command Your Clarity, and that's on July 6th at 4 p.m. It's a Sunday. It's the first Sunday in July at 4 p.m. And it's a masterclass on Command Your Clarity. I'll put all the information in there. I would love to see you on the inside. I'll be going over the 5 hidden patterns that block your clarity and cause all of these layers of doubt and heaviness and blocking your breakthrough. It's amazing how it's right there in plain sight, yet we repeat these things. And these are the weights and the tethers that mess with your kingdom building, mess with your relationships, relationship with yourself, relationship with others, messes with so many aspects of your life that make things hard when they're not required to be. Hard. We're hard on ourselves. So you get to do this with ease. So I invite you July 6th for the Command Your Clarity Masterclass. Looking forward to seeing you on the inside. Check out the info. And until next time, I see you and honor you. Remain blessed. Bye for now.